Hi everyone, it's Elle. Welcome back to my little bookish channel. So happy that you're here. Today we're going to do a reading wrap up plus some favorites of April because the books that I read in April are for various reading vlogs, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. So I thought I'll talk about some of the things that I've been loving. Does that sound good? Good. Okay, well, it's the plan for the video regardless. Anyway, let's talk about books first. Most of the month of April was dedicated to the next installment of Reading in My 30s, which is a project that I do on my channel where I read books series that were quite popular or are quite popular amongst, middle grade to young adult demographic, but that I actually never read in my own youth. So I'm reading them in my 30th year. I'm turning 30 this year. So that was the Percy Jackson series. So I have here, I've got The Lightning Thief, The Sea of Monsters, The Titan's Curse, The Battle of the Labyrinth, and of course, The Last Olympian. So I read all 5. I basically gave them all 5 stars. I absolutely adored this series. It's no wonder this is universally loved because I had the most incredible experience. And it was how long did this take me to read? I want to say 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. It's been a slow reading journey the past couple months, okay? Don't judge. But they were just amazing. I love Percy with my entire heart. He is precious. I loved Annabeth so much more than I anticipated. I loved her so much. I loved Grover. Oh my God, I loved Nigo. I loved everyone in this fucking series. It was such a great reading experience. If I read these when I was younger, oh my God. Why didn't I? It's like I didn't know they existed. Oh, so fantastic. So fantastic. If you ask me what my favorite one in the series is, I would struggle because they're all incredible. But I feel as though The Titan's Curse and The Battle of the Labyrinth, and maybe the last 3 books are all tied for my favorite books in the series. They're just so good. And I highly recommend them. I love them so much. That's all I'm going to say about them because I have an entire reading vlog that is already out on my channel where I just read and gush about these books. So I will point to you in that direction. I apologize for the lighting. It was really sunny and then now it's just gone like this. So I don't know. Anyway, there's that. I read the Percy Jackson and the Olympian. I read the Percy Jackson and the Olympians series. I cannot wait to continue the entire universe, Camp Half-Blood universe. Very excited. And then for a vlog that I'm still in the middle of filming because I've kind of lost motivation to read the last one. I read 2 fairy lit books. I read Son of Blood and Ruin by Marilee Lares. I apologize. Very pretty, absolutely gorgeous. This was fine. I go into a lot of detail in the upcoming vlog. Should be up by the end of the month, hopefully. This is about, it's a kind of inspired by the Legend of Zorro. So you have this figure called Pantera who is kind of for the people and is a masked vigilante and protects the citizens of this particular city. Now this is situated in kind of an alternate type of world, but still quite historical to the real events of what happened in South America. Let me just double check the blurb. I don't want to. Yes, so the empire of Moctezuma II has long fallen, the city raised on the bones of Tenochtitlan. None dare whisper the name of their gods or speak of the magic that once graced the land, of the witches who hunted as jaguars, the warriors who soared as eagles, until a new name emerges, a curse on the lips of the Spanish, a hero in the hearts of the people, a master vigilante, a sorceress with a blade, Pantera. So Panther. And it's the story of Pantera, and you find out who she is, and it is an exploration of colonization and the sacrifices that are made on the part of the indigenous people of the land, and the oppression, systematic abuse. It's pretty heavy, and I want to say it's a really good book. It is. However, so much is going on in this. There are so many varying plot lines that because there's so much happening, not enough time is spent on what should have been significant events that are like intricately tied to the plot. Should have had more time. So the pacing felt slightly off as a result. And I think in this one book, there's like 3 different books that could have been written. You know, that's how much there was in this. And the writing was slightly off. Like, the vlog will... My dog is just right where the stand is. The vlog goes in much more detail. It's been a few weeks since I read it, but it was good. I gave it 3 stars, I think. Would I read the sequel? No. So there's that. I then, for that same vlog, read Immortal Shanghai by A.Y. Chao. This I enjoyed. I gave it 3 stars again, I'm pretty sure. This was a book that I think it's an adult fantasy. It's not an adult fantasy. This was such a young adult fantasy. And honestly, I think it would have been better for a young adult audience. I think this type of book is not that marketable. Hunter, be careful, please. It's not that marketable for an adult audience purely because the main character, what's her name? Lady Jing. Lady Jing is incredibly immature. She is a juvenile. She acts like a 15, 16-year-old. She doesn't understand. Hunter, please. Don't do that. Thank you. You're my good boy. I know I took your spot, but you can't move the stand, my love. Okay? You okay? She has no idea that her actions have consequences. I hope you could hear my dog give a big sigh. She just doesn't consider anything past like the next 10 minutes. Does that make sense? Like, she reminds me of the students at the secondary schools that I substitute at. Like, they do something, they don't consider the aftermath of that and the furthering effects of it. So like, I had a student who with permanent marker drew on a mustache, and it was all fun and games in the moment. And then when I told him off and I wrote his name down to tell the coordinators, it was then he realized, oh shit, I have a basketball tournament that I need to do tonight and tomorrow. I have the rest of the school day that I'm going to be like being asked and told off by a variety of teachers. I've already been in trouble with the coordinators for a variety of different behaviors that have been quite extreme in the classroom. Oh shit. Like, that is kind of what this book reminded me. Lady Jing had no idea that what she did in like 30 minutes, like, or like the rest of her fucking life will actually affect her. And she's a vampire, half fox spirit. And so she's celebrating her 100th year. And it doesn't go into any sort of detail as to like, is a vampire 100 years like equivalent to a human 18 years? If the author did that, maybe I would have been like, but no, it was so juvenile and immature, and Lady Jing as a main narrator was very frustrating, and I just couldn't get with her voice. Like she frustrated me to no end. And I've read a fair share of vampire novels in my time, okay? You are talking to the queen of paranormal romance, because that's all I used to read when I was a teenager. And I have books where you have 100-year-old vampires, and it's so much like gritty and raw and different because they've had 100 years of being a vampire. Like, and there's a different law, you know, like there's time taken to talk about what actually is a vampire and how they're created and all that sort of stuff. This didn't really do that. The world building was very much non-existent, but the premise of it was so cool because you have this, underworld, and there's a king of hell called Big Wang, which I think is fucking hilarious. And he is Lady Jing's guardian, and he protects her and he cares for her. And I really loved that. I loved the politics of the underworld and the politics of these different supernatural creatures, and I wanted that more. But we didn't really get it. This could have had so much potential if the commitment to it being an adult fantasy was actually made. It could have been so much more fucking gritty. It could have been so much more intense. The character study and the character development could have been so much more effective if this book was committed to actually being an adult fantasy. Instead, it is this weird hybrid of like young adult, maybe adult, only because there's like sex jokes. Like, it was just weird. And also, Lady Jing, the main narrator, kept on referring to boobs as tartars, and it really fucking annoyed me. And there was like a few little things that she would say, like little catchphrases that she kept on repeating that were cringe and were annoying. That's why she felt so young. So that's my little rant. My dog. And that is that. That are the books that I read in April. I read 7 books. Oh my God, I look so tired. Anyway, because I had to take off work yesterday and today because yesterday, oh my God, I was driving to work. I was literally halfway there, and I felt, you know, when your stomach just goes, yeah, I think it was the juice that I had. I think it was too much for me and my very sensitive digestive system. Anyway, that is the book portion of this reading wrap up finished. Let's talk about some of the random favorites that I had in the month of April that has actually extended into the month of May. And also, most of these things I've had prior to April, but like in April was when I was using them. Does that make sense? Anyway, let's first talk about something really random. It's my phone case. This is my phone case. I love this case. It is so pretty. Look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. I love it. I love it so much. But you know why I love this? When I have anxiety, when I'm talking when you're out and you're just all of a sudden overwhelmed and you feel kind of overstimulated, one of the things that helps ground me in the moment is sounds. So if you sometimes see me go like this, I'm trying to calm myself down. The sounds of this, immaculate. I love it so much. So let me see if I can do an ASMR moment. I love it. So I love this phone case. Where did I get it from? I either want to say eBay or Amazon? No, it wouldn't have been Amazon. eBay? Maybe? This was a few years ago, and I found it in a bag that I forgot I had, like some random phone cases. I love it. And this, so handy. Next thing, let's talk about random like lip products. So my favorite lip gloss shine thing at the moment is this one. It is Natio. The glare. It is Natio Antioxidant Lip Shine, shea butter, sweet orange, papaya, and vitamin C. I love this thing. It's like pink shimmery. I'm currently wearing it. I love it. I didn't think anything could top the Innisfree tinted lip balm. That is still like one of my top favorite lip balms. It was fantastic, but it jumped up in price. It is like $31 for a lip balm. I was like, no, thank you. Let's see if I can find something else. Found this on sale for like $8 at Priceline. And I was like, yep, let's try this. And I'm like halfway done. I've had it, I think I got it maybe end of March. I've been religiously using this and I've noticed a difference. Don't look at me now because I was unwell yesterday, have been really tired, blah, blah, blah. Haven't really been putting my lip gloss on regularly. But when I use this regularly, I see a difference in my lips. I forget to hydrate. My lips are always not great. But this, oh my God. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Also trying to exfoliating my lips. I should do more just with olive oil and sugar, but I always forget to because I'm a lazy bitch. But this is so fantastic. They come in different colors, but as you can see, there's no this one doesn't really have a color. It's just a shine. However, if you are weird with things on your lips, this is quite thick. It's not super sticky, but it is quite thick. If you don't like that, stay away from it. But I love this. I love it so much. Anyway, next lip thing I'm going to talk about in tandem. It is these two lip products. This is the Color Stay Matte Light Crayon in Take Flight by Revlon. And this is also Revlon, don't know what it's called, Revlon Ultra HD Gel Lip Color in Rouge. I don't know. I can't see the color. This one. So they're both you just twist and it comes out. Same with this one. You just twist and it comes out. These two products I fucking love, individually, obviously. They're great. Really, really great. This is a really pinkish red with a hint of orange. This is just a really good mauve color. I use them both together. I've been doing lining my lips with this and then kind of coloring the sides of my lips with this, and then I go in with the red in the middle, do that, and I really love the color that comes out. I think it really suits the whole wintry sort of season that we're in here in Melbourne. I love them, and they're not super drying on my lips. Again, we know that I have really dry lips. They're just really cool. I really, really like them. So I've even got mum to get the Color Stay one. I love them. And then my last lip product that I'm talking about is another Revlon product because they're always on sale. This is the Balm Stain 001. It looks like this. Right? Now, I didn't know what I was expecting, but this, it just gives a really natural little hue of color to my lips. It looks like I've done something, you know what I mean? It's my natural color, but a bit zhuzhed up. And I really like that. And I put on some gloss on the top and I feel like it's an entire, I made an effort. And I got this really recently, actually. It would have been the end of April because, again, it was on sale. And I really loved it. I really love it. And mum, super jealous. I think she wants to get her own. This, for my lip color, is perfect. If my skin tone is perfect. I think mum would have to go slightly darker. So that's really fun. And then my 3 favorite products for my lips. 4, I should say. 4 favorite products. Where's my lip balm? 4 favorite products for my lips currently. And what do I want to talk about next? Should we just talk about my Nintendo? So this is my Nintendo Switch. I got it in 2020 and it is one of the best investments that I've ever made. It is just fantastic for my self-care and just for everything. I love this. Do I want to change the Joy-Con colors though? Fuck yes, I do. I'm so sick of the red and blue. I am saving up for some pastel pink Joy-Cons that I think they've come out, unless they've like gotten rid of them or something, or the pink and yellow. Like, we'll see what happens. But this is my Switch. Oh, you can see yourself. This is my Switch. I love it so much. I have been playing much more of my Switch in the last few months because I've just needed something else, if that makes sense. So the games that I have been obsessed with, are as follows. So a lot of these games I have continued playing into May. But one of my favorites, my recent favorites, is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I love this game and it's so nostalgic for me, but also it's so new because the graphics are entirely different, but they feel entirely different. I love it so much. But how is this game that I'm pretty sure is targeted for children so incredibly hard, or am I just that bad at games like this? Because like I don't really play like platformer type of games. It's so fucking hilarious. So Donkey Kong, love it so much. I've also been getting back into, obviously Mario Kart, show you. Mario Kart is an oldie but a goodie for a reason. Just plonk in an audiobook and play and you're fine. And I might do a video actually talking about my favorite audiobooks. Then maybe I'll do like a best games to play when you want to listen to an audiobook, because there are some games that you can't play. Like you can't play Zelda. I've realized when you're trying to listen to an audiobook, it just doesn't work. It's too much concentration. But like Mario Kart, yes. And then I've been trying to get back into Hades because Hades 2 is coming out soon. I played that a little bit in April, but then I was like, I need something not this intense. But Hades is a great fucking game and I love it so much. There are two games that I'll be talking about in my May favorites, but let's just talk about the Nintendo Switch Online, because that's what I was mostly playing in April. I finally bit the bullet and did the Nintendo Switch Online subscription. For some reason, I thought it was going to be like upwards of $100 or over, but it wasn't. It was $60, which I could manage. Currently, I can manage that. I've been loving it. Oh my god, playing like Super Mario like 64 and Super Mario World and The Legend of Zelda and like all the Zelda games. I've decided I'm going to start from the start. I've got all of them downloaded on my Switch currently. The red ones. I love them so much. I started playing WarioWare. Do you remember WarioWare? Oh, my game on the Game Boy Advance. Started playing that again. So much fun. Reminded me of being a child with my brother, and we would just like sit there and try and play this fucking game. I also there's the old Donkey Kongs, and I found the Donkey Kong that I used to play on my Game Boy Advance. Like, it's just so much fun. I love those old style games. I love them so much. There's also like G-Force that I need to get back into. Like, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. What else have I been super into on the Nintendo Switch Online systems? I think that's basically it. So much fun. I love my Nintendo, and there are a few games that I want to get back into, but I downloaded a new game recently because I was completely influenced by Hannah Grace. She is my sister from another mister, and she recently got this game and she's been like playing it and loving it, and I was influenced. I'm influenced very easily. So I was like, I'm purchasing it so I can play it, and I love it. So I'll talk about that in next month's wrap up. But yeah, love those games, love my Switch. So happy that I have that portable gaming console. Trying to get my brother to get back into portable gaming consoles, but he's more of a PC kind of guy. I'm I've got my PC and I love PC gaming. I'm a Sims girl. Okay? And like Power Wash Simulator, hit me up. Love that game. But I like to do everything, I've realized, not at a desk, because desk equals work. Whereas for my brother, he's a tradie. So the desk does not equal work for him. So when he comes home, that's his relaxation. For me, it is not. So I need a portable gaming console. Regardless, let's do the last category of some of my faves. Maybe next month I'll do shoes as well, because I love bags, books, shoes. They're my three big things. I want to talk about 2 bags that my mum actually got me, because she found both of them at an op shop, which is like a thrift store here in Australia. And I love them so much. I think they're so gorgeous in their own ways. Let's talk about the first one. Isn't it adorable? Mum's like, this is not my style, but I knew it was yours. And I love this bag. I have worn it many times. It is so fucking cute. I love like the drop in the shoulder straps. I think it's a really comfortable shoulder strap length. We've got these cute little beads on the side. And it's just like this gorgeous... How adorable! It kind of matches my little... It is so cute and I love it so much, and it's very roomy. It's just like lined, very big. I have put books in here, my diary, everything. In my handbags, I literally bring everything just in case. I'm asthmatic, gotta take my asthma spray, sometimes my spacer. Like, I love it so much. It is so gorgeous and it's in incredible condition. I just love it. Look at these little... Oh, it's so pretty. I love the colors. I don't have anything like this. It's adorable. And the next one is... Isn't this gorgeous? I'm obsessed with this kind of style of bag. It reminds me of the 90s, the early 2000s. It's just gorgeous and it's kind of hefty, to be honest. My mum also got this at an op shop. This is 9 West, but it is gorgeous. I love it. So it's kind of this like, what would you call this type of style? Hobo? Kind of like a croissant style. Fits underneath the shoulder really well. Again, love the drop from the strap to the bag. I think it's really comfortable. And then inside, it is quite roomy for this kind of style of bag. So I'm obsessed with this. I love it so much. And I think I might make this bag as my like everyday bag right now, because it just goes with everything. I'm obsessed with the color like brown, especially like chocolate brown. So beautiful. I love it. I love it. So my favorites for the month of April. And I also had wonderful nails. In the month of April, I will insert a photo. Oh, they were so stunning, very whimsical. Am I a fae queen? Am I not? Like, it was just exactly what I wanted, and it was a freestyle by my wonderful nail tech Ness. It was exactly what I wanted. And I got new ones recently, but I'll talk about that in the May wrap up. But I'll give you a little... Aren't they gorgeous? Like, seriously, so fucking cute. But yes, and that's been my month. That's been my month. April was interesting. May has been a shit show, but I'll talk about that soon. Thank you so much for watching. I am so appreciative of everyone's support and the comments. I apologize. I've been really slack in answering comments recently because of everything. So I am going to be doing that. Don't worry. I just want to make sure that you all know that I am so thankful that these random people in the world are watching me just talk shit about books and things. So thank you. As always, take care and stay safe, okay? You better take care and stay safe. If you liked this chaos, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next week. Bye, friends.